Tonight, you're going to meet Dave Gorman, owner of Calculated Couples, and with the help of his trusty computer, he has matched many couples.
Instead of coming into a typical singles event or singles club and meeting somebody at random, you're actually introduced to people that you know you have things in common with. They're the right age, they're the right religion, they have the same hobbies you do, they don't like the same things that you don't like. Or they're either looking to get married and settle down and have kids, or they're not for a little while. You know, you don't wind up getting into a relationship with somebody that turns out 6 months from now, they weren't really serious about getting involved. You know, they were just looking for a good time. You wind up meeting somebody that you know feels the same way that you do about everything.
What brings you to Calculated Couples?
Well, my girlfriend told me about it, and she said it's a nice way to meet people. It's much easier to get to talk to them instead of waiting around for someone to make eye contact and come over to you and talk to you.
I thought it was a new and innovative way of meeting other single people. I had gone to one other party that they had a few weeks ago, and I found that I was able to talk to about 3 or 4 different guys during the night, and it's better average than I usually do when I go to a singles bar or to a disco.
Everyone fills out a computer card about themselves. The information is then fed into Dave's trusty computer, and each person gets matched up with 3 other people at the party, according to age, height, religion, and common interests.
I've been here once before, and I found that once people got their numbers, they were very willing to talk. And it was easy to break the ice.
I think they're more interested in talking to you. You know, at a singles bar, everybody's out there for fun, which, you know, I have nothing against. I love fun. But I think they're a little bit more serious-minded. And because they have to fill out a questionnaire, I think you have a better odds of finding somebody who's more like you. You know, somebody that you can be compatible with.
Oh, I've been here I'd say about 6, 7 times at least in the course of the past year. So it's just that it's so easy. You just want to come back, and it's like the computer does all the work for you.
I found 2 out of my 3 in one shot. This was nice and easy.
Calculated Couples parties have been held in nightclubs all across Long Island and New York, and over the past 3 years, the system has worked for many couples. Marilyn Leone and David Taylor met at a party last year and are now engaged, and the computer found Jim Piedmont and Andrea Sturman to be #1 matches, and now they are Mr. and Mrs. Piedmont.
No, I just found it was hard to meet people, at least, you know, meet people that want a relationship and people that were nice and that, you know, compatible with you. I met Jerry, and then I thought, you know, the people were pretty friendly here. And then we went into the computer, and I was his first match.
An evening at a Calculated Couples party only costs about $10 to $15, and there are no contracts to sign or dues to pay. But there are other reasons Calculated Couples draws such a crowd. More than 200 single people show up at each party.
It has to do with the way people are looking at relationships. A lot of people, especially the people that have come to our parties, have been through a relationship where 6 months into it, or 3 months into it, or after a marriage into it, they find out they really don't have things in common. The marriage dissolves, or the relationship dissolves.
And if you're wondering if there are enough men and women to go around, Gorman says that's not a problem.
It's very easy for a man to meet a woman at one of our parties. He gets to talk to people that are already going to say yes to the questions that he's going to ask, and he doesn't have to worry about rejection as much. That's why we got so many men here. The reason we found that we have so many women here is because there are a lot of men.
If you're interested in attending a Calculated Couples party, just call to find out where and when the next party is.
Thank you for joining us here on NightLife TV. I'm Margaret Mesker.
And I'm John Smith, wishing you an exciting and dynamic nightlife. Good night.